Peace, family. It's your sis J.Coffee. Welcome in and welcome back to my Oracle house. Leo, this reading is for you because I have a very awesome, amazing friend who is always cracking a whip and telling me to get back to work. And she reminds me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I love this. Look at this. Confession, generational wealth. Now, I'm going to keep reading, clearing. You know, you guys, I know my readings are a little bit ADHD, you know what I mean? But this is great to split the deck and see confession, generational wealth. Some of you could be connecting with a lover, a partner, not even just a love, could be just a loving relationship. You get what I'm saying? Brilliant idea, generational wealth. Come on. There's something in your energy, Leo, where you're partnering with somebody. Some of you, you know, someone here, okay, someone's energy I'm picking up on is partnering with somebody who is going to help you change your financial situation. Now, as I was saying, I'm going to try to put on the front, like I always do, who's touching my stuff. You know, this reading won't resonate with everyone, and it won't resonate with everybody in the same way. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Yeah, my special friend, thank you so much for reminding me to keep going. Okay, this is therapeutic for me and you both. You know what I mean? Angelic voice, brilliant idea. Somebody here is a singer, songwriter. Somebody here does something with their voice or their presence in front of others. This being is divinely gifted. They heal and raise global vibrations through their voice. A singer, writer, public speaker, or influencer of some sort, starseed energy. That right here, this is world card energy. So somebody here, your voice is about to be heard all over the world. You're about to bring some type of enlightenment, some type of invention, some type of understanding, some type of comfort. There's something you're bringing to the world. I really love that energy. Oh man, it's crazy. Another one of my fire sign people's energy is with me in this reading. So shout out to my Mexicali, New Mexican Thunderbird. You got me drinking Peruvian cacao in the morning. Gracias for that. But thank y'all both. Thank you, my Thunderbird and my Thundercat. Love y'all both. Your energy is with me here in this reading. Thank you. All right, back to you, Leo. Victim, high pressure. This is about to change. Under pressure. Victim and under pressure. This is about to change. Let me check my camera. Y'all can't really see that, can you? Can't see when I'm pulling these. Let me turn it. I hope that works. Can't quite seem to get my camera angle right this morning. So you have victim and under pressure. This looks like you're overdue for a healing, Leo. And maybe that person that's going to come in is going to, as I said, help you with your finances. They may help you physically. They may help you find a cure. Somebody here is dealing with some type of chronic illness, I feel, especially with this broken wing angel, because this is like an earth angel, but she's broken. You know what I mean? This is trauma. This is massive trauma, and this is carried trauma. This is like younger, older, same. You get what I'm saying? Individual. This is my personal deck, so that's my intention, and that's how I'm reading it. So some of you Leos have carried like childhood trauma into your adulthood, and you are healing it. You are working on healing it. You may be currently in the midst of your, you know, one of your dark nights. Okay, something's going on. Let's get into this reading and find out what's really up. Show me the current energy of the Leo collective, please, that I'm reading for. Messages for the highest good of the collective I'm reading for. Thank you. Gilded cage. This is your current energy. All that glitters is not gold. That's a William Shakespeare quote. I don't feel necessarily, I'm going to read it, but I don't feel, I'll tell you what I feel in a minute. What the card says is, this person chooses material objects over authenticity. Lack fear-based energy. Abused and neglected in youth. Gold digging, mask wearing fraud. May never know real love. A karmic prisoner of their own unhealthy choices. Shadow, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Now, I don't know if you have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo highly aspected in your chart. you could be dealing with them, you know, one of those signs. I'm hearing impression, like somebody made the impression upon you. This is deep. Somebody made the impression upon you that you had no worth or you had no value unless you had money. And that's part of your sickness. That's part of the trauma that you're trying to heal from, because you're like, you know, all I want to be is authentically me. And somebody here has been just sitting and looking pretty for the sake of survival. You understand? I'm not feeling gold digging. Mask wearing, yes, but not gold digging. I am feeling abused, neglected, and youth energy. Lack, fear-based energy. But I'm not feeling, I don't even feel a materialistic person. I feel like that's been the mind trip, is like something is distorted about the way you see yourself. Yeah, something is distorted about the way you see yourself. And for some reason, because your finances are not where you want them to be, it's causing you to look at yourself negatively. Okay, that's your current energy, but that's something that needs to be healed. I'm hearing also all money is not good money. So you are changing. I am feeling the shift in your perspective happening. Like maybe somebody made you an offer recently. It could have even been like a sugar daddy type, you know, somebody like, oh, I can take care of you or whatever, you know, I'm not, whatever. And you were like, all money ain't good money. Like, I'm just not, that's nice that you want to do those things for me, but your energy doesn't match my energy. That's just what I'm feeling. We're going to clarify it. Let's go. Let's keep going. Earthbender. See, there's heavy earth energy here. But this is somebody who removes the obstacle. So as I'm saying, you're healing it. Show me what's crossing Leo right now. Whoa. Water elemental, Deborah. They literally fell out crossing. Let me see. Should these two cards be on the table? Yes, all right, they want them. So you have Deborah. This is a fire and a water. This is Leo energy. Leo, Aries, or Sag energy. High emphasis on Sagittarius, actually, but I do feel Leo. That's why I put a lion in this card. This is water elemental, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Why is that crossing you? Let me see. Let me see, because what I'm feeling is like that is the change. It's like, it's almost like if you put these two cards together and they made the Temperance card. Like it's like you're trying to balance your energies. But let me clarify with a different deck and find out what that's into, because I don't really understand. I feel like something happened. So regardless of everything that I've just stated about, you know, you needing the shift and maybe a sugar daddy came around, or somebody that don't even gotta be a sugar daddy, just somebody that wants to, you know, add to your financial situation, possibly combine finances. Maybe they see you're struggling and they know you need help, and you're like, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to, it's like you can't figure out if you want to be in your emotions or if you want to head for the hills. That's how. Clarify these cards for me, please. This water and this fire spirit. What is this about? What's crossing Leo? Clarify what's, whoa, now come on now. Intuition upside down. Luck. Gift. Oh, you're not open to receive? You're not in a position to, you're not ready to receive. Show me. Failure. Message. Water. You don't want it to fail again. You don't want your emotions to be disrupted again. And something is going on where you don't want to communicate this with anybody. Interesting. All right. All right, Leo. So you're going to have a complicated reading today, huh? Revolutionary. Yeah, you're rebelling. You're like, I don't want to. That's everything that I'm feeling. That's what it feels like. It's like, yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. It's like a bratty energy. Like, no, I don't want to. You're not receptive to it. That's all right. It's okay. You don't have to be. You can miss out on stuff like that, but that just means sometimes you might have to wait on the next opportunity. Every opportunity is not the best opportunity. I'm not going to blame you. you know, for that. Show me what's going on in the consciousness of a Leo. What is Leo thinking about this under pressure? But you need the help. You want help. You need help. Help has come. You're rejecting the help. But you really want the help. You're tired. You're suffering. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like I said, you could literally be sick with, you know, chronic illness, chronic fatigue, low iron, fibromyalgia, MS. You know, something is going on with somebody here. It's likely a single parent. It's likely a single parent overworked and overwhelmed. A time of reprieve is coming to help them lay some burdens down. But this did not come out upright. It came out sideways. You're really having a hard time with this. You're like, I need a break. Why can't I find it? Ailing. See, sick. Somebody here is sick. Somebody here is sick. Is that what you don't want to take into the relationship, Leo? Is that what it is? You feel like you're going to overburden somebody with what the things that you deal with? Because someone's saying, crying out about these pills. Somebody, it's your mental health. Somebody, it's your mental health. It's not just financial. It's not just your body. It's psychological as well. Show me this, Spirit. What's ailing Leo here? What's on the conscious mind about? Clarify this under pressure card. Conscious mind of Leo. Show me what I need to see, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see. Whoa. No home. Toxic home. Home and toxic is in reverse. You don't want to, there's something here you don't want to repeat. Illuminate. Vision. You're seeing something. Arcana. Yes, it's something, it's a pattern from your like your childhood, or like something you saw your parents go through. That could even be this fire and water. Like your parents might be a fire sign, and one may be a fire sign and a water sign, because that's what I'm picking up on. You don't want to repeat it. So this person that came into your life reminds you. Look at that. Sleep. Yeah, you're sleeping on it. You're taking a nap on it. You're not dealing with it because you're like, you know what? This reminds me of my mom and dad, or like some kind of pattern you saw in your youth that you considered toxic, that you considered no good, or you feel like has made you sick, or whatever. That's in your conscious mind. You don't want to repeat that. So this person is triggering you. Whoever came around is triggering you. All right. Show me the subconscious for Leo. The unresolved issues. What is Leo sensing unknowingly? What's going on in the subconscious of Leo? Please, thank you. Smooth sailing. You just want to escape. Yeah, you just want to escape. So unfortunately, some of you guys are like drinking more, smoking more. You're doing something that's escapism. Not all of you. That's not all of you, but it's like a pacifier. Like, I just want to go. Some of you may be yearning to travel, move, get away from everything that's been familiar. It's a safety. You don't feel safe. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the trauma that is triggering. Is you're like, the way this makes me feel like I'm not safe here. So it's triggering trust issues. But this is upright, so this is what you really want. You're like, I'm just trying to see the sun. I'm trying to get into the sun energy. On the run, see? Trying to run away. Some of y'all are, some of you guys could be runners in a runner-chaser dynamic. Somebody could be triggering you of a past lover who was abusive. Because this card says this person is terrified of doing shadow work. The runner in a twin flame dynamic, running from a dramatic or traumatic past, or could be hiding from an abuser. Although not likely, this could be a high value target under witness protection. They could also be running from the law. Now that's very literal. So if that resonates with any one of you, that's real specific. But the general energy of this card is that someone is fear. Like I said earlier in this card, it's like fear. It could even be the fear of change. Maybe you're just afraid of change. Let me see. Let me see if I can find what is it you really want here, because Spirit, can you give me some clarity? I think it's upside down. Thank Slow and steady listening. Okay. I feel like you've kind of been waiting. I feel like that was also a wink to me to slow down with myself. Don't overthink. Just allow. It's kind of been my theme with my children today. It's been like, today we're going to practice allowing. You know, we're just going to try to get into a state of flow and acceptance and observance. Let's just observe. You know, let's just allow today. Show me the smooth sailing card. Clarify the smooth sailing. What's Leo want here? What are they trying to get to, Spirit? What is it that they're needing? Everything in me feels like this is a house, a home, something about your foundation. Magical shapeshifter. I was going to say map shape. It does. It says magical map shapeshifter. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. That's a 52. That's a 7. It's definitely giving me 7 of Cups energy. Like your head is in the clouds. You're like wide open. Yeah. You're like, I could go anywhere. I'm basically at a point where I could start my life completely over again. Gentle gardener. Storm fields. Yeah. You're like, I want to plant my roots. And every time, and this is the clouds too. It's like depression. Like every time I think I have the dream figured out, every time I think I start to solidify where I may want to go or the steps I may need to take, or I start to think about what it's going to take. It's like you get overwhelmed and it starts defeating you. You're struggling right now, Leo. Look, coming apart. Thank you, Spirit. Coming apart. If you see, there's 2 faces here. It's like 2 beings up top. It's almost like Gemini energy. It's a 10. It's an ending. And it's like you can't make up your mind. For some reason, you're struggling. Someone here is struggling with clarity of vision. You're like, I just can't. And it's almost coming off of feeling like self-sabotage, because it's like things will be going good for you and you'll be feeling good about it. And you'll get like right within reach. Like if this is what I'm trying to get, you'll get like right there and you just won't be able to touch it. And then you'll be like, oh my God, it'll never happen for me. Like you're giving up on yourself. And it's a form of self-sabotage. Don't get me wrong, family. I'm not saying you're in control of every little thing in your life. I'm not saying you're not either. But you're just at a point where instead of pushing through or allowing something to be like, okay, universe, I'm thankful that you sent the opportunity for me. You'll just be like, thanks, no thanks. Instead of being like, oh, wow, thank you so much for sending that opportunity. But what I really like is, you know, and clarifying your vision, you just get upset and you like throw everything away. I'm here, flush. It's like you just flush, like, you know, like it's not allowing, it's rejecting though. That's the thing. It's a form of, it's like a state of rejection. All right, show me in the past. What was going on with Leo? Show me Leo's past energy, please, here. Struggling to shuffle, y'all. I apologize. Lost soul. This is, oh, what is this? The Vulcan. Spy. There's some really negative stuff going on in your reading. I don't even want to really accept this energy, but I gotta honor this reading. This is in your past energy. You got some Virgo energy here. Mercury energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You got lost soul energy. And why do I feel like this is somebody doing this to you? I feel like this is part of your trauma too. You got like a lost soul energy who's actually somebody that is very brilliant or intelligent, but they're using their brilliance and their skills to spy on you. And that made you feel afraid. So somebody did something to you here, Leo, that made you afraid of relationships, people, made you devalue yourself, made you see yourself in like a distorted way here. Because I'm not feeling like that's you at all. Take it how it resonates, family. If it's not resonating at all, this reading is not for you. Yeah, and you want to change it. You're rebelling. Yes, you're rebelling against it. I mean, I can't blame you for that. I can't blame you for that. It's like you have somebody around you that's like what do you call that? They got like malware, or like you know, spyware installed on your phone or your computer, or they were tracking your car, or had a tracker on your car, or had people watching you online, watching your every move online. They're saying read it. This person is living multiple lives, may have alter egos or identities, may be a government agent undercover. You may never truly know this person, because whether their job requires it, so this could be somebody who is employed to be a spy. That's very, like, that's unlikely, but possible if this card is coming out. Or you may just have somebody who's giving me voyeur energy, and that lost soul energy is almost like the giving me the energy of like a soulless person. So it looks like a person, walks like a person, talks like a person, acts like a person, but on the inside, it's like a black void with this person. It's almost like if this person removed their sunglasses, it would just be 2 black holes. That's how dark the energy is that's coming off of this person. Like heartless. Heartless. This person is comfortable alone in the desert, yet they need to be all these stars around them. Like, this is somebody who has the way people perceive them matters, but no one will truly know this person because they're actually heartless. They're actually a lost soul. I always think of that movie, I think it's called Soul, yeah. Jamie Foxx, I think, who's like a melanated character, and his cat, he was like a jazz musician, and he was teaching a little kid who, young girl who didn't know what her thing was in life, but she actually had some type of connection to music and was in his class. And he had a gift at helping people find their thing. But for whatever reason, and spoiler alert, I'm sorry if you've never seen this movie. I'm saying this for the people who have, or who may want to look into it and watch it. It's like a Disney, Pixar or something movie. But he went into the other realm. You know, he ended up sick, in a coma or whatever, and he went into the in-between. And he was helping lost souls, and then he ended up becoming one, I think. And it was like, the people who embody that energy, they can't find. It's like they're lost in misery, you know? They're like non-human now. You know what I mean? In my perspective, a non-human is what us humans may consider a demon, or may consider somebody who's has an entity on them. It's a D-man. It's a D-human. It's a non-human. You understand? So that's like the spirit that this person is dealing with, is like a non-human, lower vibrational, lower realm, lost soul energy here. And you're rebelling. You're like, I never ever want that again. So I don't need a relationship. I want to be hugged. I want to be touched. I want to be kissed. I want to be spoiled. I want all those things. But I can't believe in it anymore, because somebody who I loved treated me like in such an inhumane way. I've lost faith in humanity. That's why you don't even believe in yourself right now. Okay. You want to change it, though. You want to change it. Let's see where this is going. Oh. Near future energy. Show me what this is. The near future energy. The projected near future energy for Leo, please. Where's this head of spirit? Okay. I like that. High priestess is trying to be a little bit cross. I'm going to say she's upright, though. This is leading to you finding your way. This is leading to you finding your thing. This is the high priestess card. This is you using your intellect, your intuition, your third eye. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This energy sees and hears in shadow, but typically keeps silent. So you may even need to go quiet for a little while, you know, like kind of cut off the world, get away from everything, everyone. You might need to read, because I'm really focused on these books behind her. It's like you might want to study. Some of you might be studying like esoteric knowledge, mystery school type knowledge, hidden knowledge. That's what occult means, hidden knowledge. It's just hidden knowledge. Everything that's occult and everything that's esoteric is not associated with lower vibrational beings. In fact, you had to actually be of a high vibration initially to learn. You know, you could choose to do with the tools what you will, but I digress. All right, so let's get back. Is in tune with her intuition. Keep silent. Is in tune with her intuition. I can't read it. Sorry. Can't see it. As the deceased guides and Gaia's energies connect with her, she's most often alone, using creative outlets as a meditation. Acts as a guide, but is extremely secretive or selective, not secretive, selective about who she assists. You don't want her for an enemy. The earth itself assists her. In shadow, she's out of alignment, ignoring her calling, and may be detached from her authentic self. Now, didn't we talk about all of that? Isn't that your initial card, is being inauthentic, right? But this is leading to you using your intuition and finding your authenticity. So now I'm getting happy. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. So they call her witch. All right. So I don't know who's watching or whatever, but I don't prefer that term. I don't personally resonate with that term. Many people do. And there's no judgment there. I'm just kind of like a little word Nazi. So I'm very particular. I'm very selective about my choice of words. However, some of y'all here in this reading are natural born witches, or you're natural born intuitives, you're natural born empaths, you're natural born healers, even an orator. And we know that there's somebody that was a creative, especially with their voice, brilliant idea. You know, all those cards, all those energies that we're showing at the beginning of the reading, it's like this is leading to this. And this has come up in your reading. Whoever has been a part of the Oracle House journey, even all the way back to when TL and I were doing Best of Both Oracles channel, there's been repeated theme for the Leo collective specifically, where somebody here is like being spiritually initiated, and you don't know how, you don't know why, you don't know what, to where you're like, yeah, I don't know if it's God, the devil, or Bob. Like, some of you are afraid to pick up that mantle of priestess, or step onto the path of the priestess, which is a word I would actually prefer more. Whatever. That's not even relevant. I'm just thinking about it, you guys. But the point is, a witch, a priestess, okay, a priest, a prophet, any of those people, a servant of God, a slave of God, whatever you want to call that, anyone, a diviner, okay, light worker, dark worker, whatever, any one of those people, anybody who says, I had a dream last night and I think it was God, or I got a message from God, or I received messages from the dead, or I am a psychic, or I had a prophetic vision. Anybody that ever says any words out of their mouth along those lines is also considered a witch, because that term goes back to that. It's anyone who receives knowledge from the divine space and then shares that knowledge on and stands on 10 toes on that with people in the world. One may call you a witch. But this particular card, especially pairing with this particular card, is like there is an awakening happening within you that you may just not fully understand. You may be like, I don't know why I had to go through all this hell in my life. I don't know why the people I love the most treat me the worst. I can hear T.L's voice in my head. One day we had a conversation and she said something along the lines of, and I found it to be very profound. She said something like, I'm just trying to understand why the people that I rock with don't rock with me. And that is like this is the energy of this entire reading, is like, how do I keep falling in love, and not just with a partner, but my friends, my family, like how my kids, my nieces, my nephews, like my people. How come everybody that I fall in love with does not fall in love with me too? Like, Why do I feel such a lack? And this is what in part is what's going on, Leo, whoever this is for. Is like your gifts, your intuition, your ability to connect, like where it is that you, I'm about to cry, this is crazy, where it is that you are destined, where you are designated, thank you, Spirit, where it is that you are designated, where your power is within, your ability to connect with people at the deepest space, their most spiritual space. Remove the human body, you know, remove the face. You could see any face you wanted to. You could see a lyran, you could see a seraphim, you could see, which is a serpent, by the way. You get what I'm saying? You could see a draconian, you could see a bear, you could see whatever you want. Remove the face. And where it is that you are gifted to connect with beings, okay, on an intergalactic level, in the body, out of the body, there's something about it you're ignoring. I kid you not, there's something you're ignoring here. And that's all of that trauma was to break you open, not to break you down, to break you open. I'm seeing something in my mind, and I don't have access to a phone because I use my phone to record. But there's a book called, man, y'all are gonna, I'm going to have to pin this in a comment because I can't think, but it has something to do with a seed, and how there's a seed and it's a hard shell, but the seed contains all this information that creates a new plant, a new tree, a new fruit. But that seed has to go through so much before it becomes a new fruit. And so it has this hard outer shell and this hard outer laying. It has to, outer coating. It has to get planted in the ground, but not too deep. It has to get watered, but not too much water. It has to have sun, but not too much sun. It's like the conditions have to be just right. And then that seed will actually crack. It cracks open. And then a new plant sprouts. It's like a brand new life. Whatever your life has been, you're headed into a phase of your life where it's not what your life will be. And what is part of your purpose, whoever I'm reading for this particular reading, part of your purpose is to ascend a little bit. Is to reach a little bit the higher state of being. So if all you've known is working on the chain gang, you feel me, all you've known is getting up in the morning, going to job, you know, I get up, I take a shower, I freshen up, I look decent, I go. They start you on that program the first day you go to preschool or kindergarten. That's the program. Get up, little good slave. Wash your butt. You know what I'm saying? Do your stuff. Go to work. Go to school. Be there for 5 to 6 hours. Eat there. You know, spend time there. Socialize. Behave well. Don't get into your emotions. Don't act up. Conform. Right? And then you carry that into your adulthood. And that's all you know. You're like, all I know is this 9 to 5 or whatever shift you work, you know, but it's like this, all I know is this job. You're looking for more out of life. And the reality is where that more out of life is actually in you, and in you finding your authentic self. I'm not God. I don't have all the mysteries, but something that I have learned in all of my life, and I'm not a spring chicken, y'all. Okay, is that I have lived my best moments in my life when I was being my most authentic self, my most authentic version of me. The one, that revolutionary card kept showing up and it didn't jump out for you, so I can't just get right to it. But that revolutionary in you, and maybe that's even a part of your story, because look at the political climate of the world today. Maybe there's an activist in you. Maybe there's a revolutionary in you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but there's something that's deeper that needs to come to the surface, and it will carry you, because mine carried me all around the world. I was able to travel. I was able to travel the country. I was able to meet people from all different walks of life. I was able to leave the country. I was able to see things that I never would have been able to see if I just stayed to working on a chain gang. You get what I'm saying? So there's a higher calling for you here, Leo. All right, I'm going to read. They're telling me read They Call Her Witch before I move on, so I'm going to. I'm going to tell you about that card behind it in a second. They call her witch. A gifted artist to the core, an often misjudged master of hats. One who may or may not resonate with the term witch. This being is spiritually gifted nonetheless, is a natural-born magician, light worker, earth angel, seer, healer, herbalist, or holistic practitioner, inclined to do good and wishes harm to no one. If anyone intentionally harms this person, they will face extremely harsh karma. So I'm being told to remind you what that card just said. If anyone intentionally harms this person, they will face extremely harsh karma. This is Cancer, Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius energy. There's a lot of Sagittarius energy in this reading. Somebody who hurt you real bad, you never want to see them get hurt. They're going to get theirs. I'm sorry. I'm being told. Yes, I'm obedient. I have to be obedient to spirit if I want to sit at this table and read cards for y'all. Read cards for y'all. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who hurt you, you're going to, if you don't see it, you're going to hear about it. They're about to get theirs. And what I'm also being told to tell you is don't let theirs become yours. If you keep going back to this person, you keep allowing this person back in your life. If you keep allowing this person's ghost to defile you, do you understand? Because I told you this was soulless, non-human type energy, okay? Which that has a stain, okay? It sticks. Even if that's somebody all the way back from your childhood, your early childhood, which I don't feel like it is, but it could be. For some of you, it is. They're going to get theirs. You might be like, man, they always get away with everything. You know, this person they never go to jail, or they always get hurt, but it's only a little bit. And I'm the one that's walking around leaking and bleeding all over everything and everyone. I'm getting very frustrated. This reading in particular is very emotionally all over the place. Like, it's difficult to navigate these emotions because I feel so triggered. It's like every time I start to talk about this person, tears want to really come down my face. My throat chakra is getting choked up. Somebody could have even done that to you, choked you. Like when you would try to speak or you would try to reason, and you know, they would turn everything into an argument because I'm feeling that, you know, grip on the neck. It's almost like Darth Vader. Like this person had power over you. This person had you in a chokehold. They had their foot on your neck. And that person's energy, whether they're in your life or out of your life, that person's energy is haunting your life. For some of you have not found a way to shut that person's energy out. And then when new people come along, you start treating those new people like they're this person, and they're not. And spirit wants you to know that. They're telling you in this card, the energy that I'm picking up is they're like, I will handle that. I'm hearing him. I will handle him. Like your guides, whoever that is, bless y'all. Thank you for being here, because I can't see them. I don't know them by name. I just feel their energy. I feel the point finger. It's like very, I don't want to say a bad word. It's very ghetto, okay? It's very hood. So I don't know who this ancestor is that's here for you, but they're like, I will handle him. Like, this real gangster. Like, I'll handle that. They're gonna handle that person. There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to wish bad on them. You don't have to think negatively about them. But what they want you to do, it's a guardian. It's a guardian spirit. That same guardian spirit wants you to do is remember your beauty and your worth. Don't let your money define you. Don't let your job define you. Don't let your degrees or lack of degrees define you. Don't let what institutions have taught you about yourself define you. You get to do that. That is the greatest gift that God has given us, in my personal opinion, is free will. You know, and I know there's some people who don't believe in free will. I am a believer in free will. And I am a believer that we are God's on earth, like his fractals, his children. Why are we creators? Because we were created by a creator. That's why we're so artistic. I could just take every single item on my desk as an example. Somebody made that. You get what I'm saying? I created these. You get what I'm saying? We're all creatives because we come from a creative creator. And that's just what it is. So you have the power to co-create with source your life. And the problem for many of us is we have not been taught from a young age. We were taught from a young age. The only power we had is, what do you want to be when you grew up? And we thought that meant a job because that was taught to us in school. You get where I'm coming from? Many of us, we didn't all have the same upbringing, but I'm talking about the general population, Gen Pop, okay? Out here in the Western Hemisphere anyway. The way we were westernized, you know, taught with that mindset. What do you want to be when you grow up? They start asking you that. They start asking you that. As soon as you go to school, they start teaching you about the stars, but they don't teach you about the stars. You get what I mean? They start telling you that history is mythology and legend. And it devalues it, and it makes it seem like, oh, that's mystical, that's foo-foo, that's hocus pocus, and that's blah, blah, blah. They never told you how much power they were. Same people that taught you how to pick up a pencil, which is a wand, and write and spell your name. Spell cat, spell this, spell that. They taught you spelling. They taught you how to wave your wand and write, and with no authority whatsoever. Knowing that, not your teachers, I don't think your teachers know, right? I think that the people who institutionalized school itself know, all right? The people who infiltrated our systems and have us all messed up out here where we don't know our right from our left, up from down. They taught you how to do these things and never taught you that you are a sovereign being and you have the power. Meaning if you write, what do I want to be when I grow up? And you write, I want to be powerful. Instead of, I want to be a veterinarian. You understand? What do you want to be? Greatly abundant and at peace. You know? What do you want to be? A helper to humanity and animal kind. You know what I mean? They taught you how to put yourself in a little box. I don't know who I'm talking to, but somebody is here that you need to be reminded. Okay? You need to be reminded that somebody involuntarily, you know, without your consent, did a number on your brain. And you need to wash your own brain. They have brainwashed you. You know what I mean? Or they have programmed you. You need to deprogram. And then you have the power to reprogram yourself. You are way more powerful. Okay? You're powerful, not powerless, Leo. I'm going to get off that for a minute. Let me quit preaching and show you to see there's something that's about to come to the surface here. For some of y'all, somebody you used to date, something's about to come to the surface. Either, because this is like a moon card for me. This is many, because it's a combo card, but this is giving me like moon card energy. And this particular card is talking about secrets from the past coming to surface. You may find out this person had many lovers. For some of you, this person was sleeping around with people who were your friends. For some of y'all, this person was sleeping around with people of the same sex. With some of y'all, they were doing this and they might have got a disease. They might have even given a disease to you. But either way, this person brought so much shame to you publicly. This card says public embarrassment. This person brought shame to you publicly. And I feel like that's what's about to happen to them. I feel like the cats, all the secrets are about to come out the bag. Like everybody they screwed over, I almost feel in the energy of some of y'all are going to come together with other people they screwed over. And y'all are going to put them on blast. And not the way that they put you on blast, but it's going to be some type of public display. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be some type of public display where you denounce this person's evil deeds. And you know what's deep? I'm hearing the way you're going to denounce it is you're simply going to stand on the truth and your name will be vindicated. So if this person dragged your name through the muck, you know, it was accusing you of being all type of, you know, promiscuous and out there, or you're this or that, a drug addict or whatever, you know, they don't use condoms and they trying to trap me with a baby or whatever the hell this person was out there spewing. Their dirty laundry is about to come out, and it's going to be way uglier than any lie they ever said about you. Because whatever they were saying about you, I feel it. It's lies. It's straight up lies. And this person is so disgusting, they need to be in jail. I feel like somebody was actually out here. Not for all of y'all. This is very, very, very few of y'all are going to experience or have experienced what I'm about to say. But some of y'all, this person was out here purposely spreading a disease. And they might end up incarcerated because of that. Some of them are going to end up, actually, that's for more of you guys. Some of y'all, that ex-person, that the villain of your story, okay? You're going to end up seeing them behind bars. And you're not going to be happy that they went to jail. You're not going to be like, oh my God, I'm cool with it. Nah, you just going to, something in you is going to get breathe a sigh of relief though. Because you're going to be like, thank you, God. Because no matter what I said, nobody believed me. And now the world sees how heinous that person really is. And now without me having to say, told you so to all the people who would shame you and shit on you. To all those people, you're not going to have to say a word because they're all going to be looking. All I'm hearing is, I just keep hearing that. Like them little like, you heard what happened to, Yeah, that's all they can say is, because all of them was right there with this villain talking trash about you, shaming you. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right, Leo. Old school love is behind that. So yeah, and you're running. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Spirit. So now we're back to where we started. All of that is why you run away from love. It's why you're scared to death to love. You think people are just performing. You don't think anybody is true or real or serious. You're like, it's all fake. Well, is your love fake, Leo? Because I'm going to tell you, if your love is not fake, there's still hope that someone else is going to love you with real love. Okay? Just don't forget that part. Let's go. Let's keep going. All right. Show me the outside influence. Rachel, public embarrassment. Yeah. Something like that's you. This person could even have, like, they got married or they got a wife or something like that. And the person that they got with and married is the one who's going to come out and blast them. Some of y'all going to see this on the news. Some of y'all ain't going to see this on the news, or you're going to see it like on social media. It's going to be somewhere where everybody can see. And most of us don't do necessarily, newspapers anymore, but it might be in the papers for some of y'all. Look at this. Good news lighting up. Thank you, Spirit. See what I'm talking about? Good news lighting up. No, it's not what you ever wanted for that person. You're going to get that sigh of relief. You're going to feel like, you're going to remember, you're going to be like, yo, so God has been with me all my life. You know what I mean? I am more powerful than I thought. I am powerful now. It's like you're stepping into it. I like it. All right. Show me the outside influence here for Leo. They're telling me. Come on now. All right. Show me the outside influence. Come on, Spirit. I can't do that. Playful, zealot. All right. Favor, covered, Abraham, zealot. I don't want to take those. All right. I got to take them because this is my Empress on the bottom of the deck. Whoop. Don't want to lose you. All right. So the outside influence is this player has gotten favor. Like I was saying to you earlier, it seemed like they got away with everything. It seemed like no matter what they do, they just keep having new relationships. No matter what they do, they seem to be able to have love again while you're stagnant and running from love and can't have love because their ghost is haunting you. Okay. It seemed like they were protected. It seemed like they don't love anybody, right? Because this is a zealot. These two energies are exact opposites. You get what I'm saying? These two are exact opposites. It's like one of them is actually a righteous man. The other one is pretending to be a righteous man, but is really a villain. He's really a zealot, and he has acolytes who follow him. He's delusional, grandiose, narcissist type, while the other one is actually righteous. And this is like the person's mask. This person had a mask where they're like, I'm right and I'm good and I'm doing the right thing and I never did wrong by him or her, and I took care of my kids and I took care of my family and I did what I was supposed to do, and it was never me. I'm sorry for laughing. Always the victim, okay? Like they never do anything wrong, like they never brought anything onto themselves. That's what they were doing to smear their name. Your name, excuse me. That's the mask that they wear, okay? That they were using to smear your name. But they're really this guy. Like they're really a zealot, man. And the people who stand behind them are weak-minded, low vibrational, uneducated. And I'm not talking about degrees. I'm talking about won't pick up a book or won't learn about anything new for their own selves. Okay. No matter what method you get knowledge, education is education, whether it's academic or not. Like whether you attend a school or whether you're self-taught. Education is education. It's an increase of knowledge. But the people that follow them are not really that, okay? The people who follow them are really just like them. You know what I mean? They got itching ears. They're like, I just want to hear what you have to say. It don't really matter if it's true or not. I just want to be down with you. So this person does have a magnetic personality. They do easily draw people in. You know what I mean? But that's the outside influence. And they're about to lose that favor because their whole little collective is about to see who they really are. Spirit's going to crash that down. Or your guides, your guardians. They're saying, nah, the guardian. Your protectors. They're about to do a show. They're going to perform. So, all right. Show me Leo's hopes and fears. Whoa. Show me Leo's hopes and fears. It's nothing you have to do, Leo. You don't have to try to get this person back. Nothing. All you got to do is relax. Keep working on you. What was that? What was that just flipped out? Look, relax. I said all you have to do is relax. And the relax card was trying to jump out. It didn't jump though, so I'm not going to take it. Look, smudge. Clean that person up out your energy. Show me the hopes and fears for Leo here. Show me the hopes and fears for the Leo. Whoa. Collective. Devil. Saul. You're afraid this person is going to never leave you alone. You're afraid that you won't be able to overcome the addiction that you have had to this person. Some of y'all are afraid that this person is a straight up warlock. Because this is giving me real nasty energy. Just like this is giving me real nasty energy. Some of you guys are afraid that there's a soul tie. Or that this person did some blood work on you. Like they might have taken your menstrual, you know what I mean? For some of y'all, they did do that. For some of y'all, they did womb magic on y'all. They said read. I gotta read it. Maybe that'll give you more clarity. The devil card. Okay. Black magic. Disregarded. Disrespected. Misery. Incubus. Succubus. Delusion. Hopelessness. Emptiness. Yeah, black spells, dark spells. The energy of soul ties. Soul or blood oaths. Business, marital, undesirable contracts. Bondage, harmful habits, addictions, karmic loops, repetitive cycles, hard to break free of. Mega industries, skin, pharmaceutical, human trafficking, weaponry, plastics, prisons, medical, banking, entertainment, criminal, religious, political organizations. That's terrible because for some of y'all, this person could be high up there. This person could be like a preacher. You feel me? Or they could be on some type of pedestal, spiritual pedestal, a group leader, cult leader, whatever. They could even be in the music business because these cards together are giving me music industry. This person could have ties to the music business. This person could have footage on you. Some type of secret that you feel like, man, I hope that never gets out. And, you know, what if they put that out? What if they do, Leo? What if they do? Does that change who you are or who you've been to this person? Don't be afraid of this. It's like, the only time the devil can win is if you let him, you feel me? Like the only time the lower vibrations that are lower than you, lower than this realm, can step foot into this realm and play games with us is when we allow it. Is when we allow it. So don't allow it. So you have no going back. Completely distorted. What does that say? Completely, yeah, distorted masculine. Dark fire cardinal. Dark water cardinal. It could be any cardinal sign energy. So what is that? Libra, Cancer, Aries. What's the other one? Air is Libra. Cancer is water. Aries is fire. Capricorn. Alright, so karmic dark sorcerer in league with dark forces, abuses power, harms others, extremely dangerous, sociopathic, psychopathic, true narcissist energy, diabolically ingenious, organized criminal, will do anything to have their way, remove yourself from this energy or mess around and find out. So we're going to have to clarify, because I mean, there may be some legitimate fear. I'm telling you not to fear it, and there might be a actual valid reason for you to fear it. Ever since TL reminded me of this movie, I cannot stop hearing it. After Earth, when Will Smith's character said to his son, Jaden Smith's character, who played his son in the movie, he said, fear is not real, danger is. So even if you're not afraid of this person may legitimately be dangerous. Like, that caution may be necessary. Excuse me. Sorry about that, family. Your reading got interrupted by multiple things at the same time. And see, when I was getting ready to dig on this energy, that's when it got interrupted. I don't mean to, excuse me for the little rattledness that I'm experiencing. I did not mention this, but I went to do a Leo reading last week. The reading was over an hour long, and the reading was really a good reading. And the like 1/4 of the reading got cut off, and I had already closed the reading out, so I couldn't save it, man. And I was so upset because I really wanted to give you that reading. I was like, oh my goodness. I remember saying in the reading, like, this is the best Leo reading. It might have been the best Leo reading I've ever done. It was so positive. And now here we are revisiting this little empty energy again. Like, then I start digging on it, and now the interruptions start. That's a bit much for me. So as I was saying, the danger may be real. Okay, the having wanting to proceed with caution may be a very valid way of thinking. Show me the Saul and the Devil card, please. Show me Saul and the Devil card, please. Show me, clarify this hopes and fears. Goblins, yo, what the hell? Goblins, magic prayer, coming apart, slow and steady. Talisman. So family, I don't know who you are, but you need some protection, okay? You need to pray. You need to ask for protection. If you use other means of protection, do whatever you need to do. Because this person has literally sent out some minions, some goblins towards you, okay? However, the beauty of this and your hopes and fears, the beauty of this, their magic is fading. Their spells are not working anymore. Their dark intentions towards you are losing their grip, okay? So as I was saying, like, if you're being haunted by the ghost of this person, the past, the energy that lingered, it's dissipating. The talisman is something that protects you, okay? So you may want to employ, if you ascribe to that, methods of protection. I can't do this. This reading will be forever, Leo. So look into it, okay? But they're trying to affect your money. That's what they're trying to affect. And generational wealth. So if you have children together, they're not just trying to affect your money right now. They're trying to see you never work again. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to affect everything about your future and your legacy. But that's broken. They don't get no power. Cancel all of that. Show me the overall potential outcome here for Leo, please. Show me the overall potential outcome. That flipped out. Key, Rachel, age gap, missing you. So you are going to, ultimately, unfortunately, Leo, you are going to reject somebody here. You can't seem to tap into your softness right now. Somebody is going to come through or has come through, and you're just not ready to receive them now. There may be an age gap between you and that person, or you may just feel like they're not mature enough. They're going to be reaching out, and you're going to be like, yeah, no, you're not trying to get in contact with anybody. And if that's not a new person, you're not going to allow that person back, so that's great. Star family, inner peace. Yeah, you like, look, all I want is what's for me. If it ain't for me, it ain't for me. You're trying to keep your peace. I cannot blame you. That's why, hence the sleep card, right? Because you're still healing, and that's what it is. So thank you, Spirit. And Leo, I'm sorry if I seemed like I was being hard on you in the beginning. I don't mean to be. I get a little triggered. My own issues, you know, interfere, and I don't want you to go through things I go through. That's why I'm here. Things I go through or I have been through, you know what I mean? That's why I'm here. But let's clarify this potential outcome here for Leo. Clarify this potential outcome for Leo. Then we're going to get your advice, Leo, and we're going to get out of here. Show me this potential outcome for Leo. Earth, release, balance. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Man, I feel so much better. You're going to get grounded. You're going to release the past. You're going to let that whole mess die. And you're going to find your balance. And I love it. I love it. There's a little bit of resistance. All right. Just a little bit. There's a little bit of resistance. But you got it. You just keep pushing through. Keep tapping into your spirit and your intuition and pushing through. I'm going to get you the advice. We'll pull an oracle from the Magdalene Oracle guidebook by Tony Carmine Salerno. And then I'm closing out your reading. Leo, the beautiful part of that is that generational wealth card was like all over your reading. And even though it never jumped out, it kept showing in different positions. And this is showing you why in the more recent past, that's been attacked. And now you can see who the culprit is. Hopefully that's registering with you, because I don't know you personally or who that is. But you do. You get what I'm saying? And that should be clarifying who I'm talking about. And if it's not clarifying, then this is not your reading. Don't go assigning that like, oh, is it this person? I thought they was doing it to me. No, don't do that. I mean, if you know, like, you know what this person was doing and this is clarifying who that person was, okay. But don't assign anything to random people. Like, don't ever try to make it fit. You're always going to go wrong doing that. Always. You might lose people off of that. So, you know, don't watch tarot online and then be like, I know this person was cheating. Did you though? Because if you didn't have evidence or you didn't even suspect it, you know, it wasn't really getting to you and all of that. Don't do that to people. That's not kind. All right, so you have the resurrection. Let's read it. This is beautiful. I love it. Didn't I tell you you were trying to get back to that sun energy? That Leo, that sun card, your most authentic self. Here it is. Here it is. Resurrection, liberation. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to read them both. I'm going to read liberation first. I'm hearing, this is one of my favorite songs, so you might like Outkast, CeeLo Green, Erykah Badu. It's a fine line. What is it? Between love and hate, you see? That's liberation, and baby, I want it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I just got chills. Ooh, I'm going to pin that in the comment. All right, so I'm going to put that in the pinned comment. So Leo, a person who recently hurt or disappointed you in some way is simply a mirror for the hurt and disappointment you already held inside you. All the events in your life, regardless of whether you label them good or bad, are simply acts of love. The hurt or disappointment you now feel is an opportunity for you to examine what it is that you don't love about yourself. It's safe for you to open your heart, love yourself as you are, and stop placing unreasonable expectations on yourself. Through self-acceptance comes a newfound sense of freedom, which transfers the way you see life and the world around you. Thank you, Spirit. So wasn't I saying all of that stuff about the way you were raised and the way, you know, the way school indoctrinated us, and how you were brainwashed and you got to reprogram yourself, and that's the liberation. That's the liberation. You liberating yourself. All right, so we're looking for the resurrection. Okay. It may seem like nothing is going your way at present, but boom. Okay. A vision, plan, or dream seems to be fading beyond your reach. Thank you, Spirit. Well, not just like, you can't. Yeah, okay. Fading beyond your reach. And this has left you feeling confused and disheartened. Yet, remember that a higher force lovingly governs every event in your life. This force is the light of your soul, which is full of infinite wisdom. Thank you. That's the God in you, family. That's the God within. Okay? The light within. Infinite wisdom. The disappointment you presently feel is your soul's way of helping you to helping you to reassess your plan. Your dream is valid and sound, and you deserve to see it fulfilled. However, actualizing your dream may require a change of plan or approach. Thank you, Spirit. Check to see if the plan you have adopted truly aligns with your values and your heart. A new approach will soon become evident, an approach that will feel in every way, an approach that will feel right in every way. So don't give up now. Keep an open mind and you will accomplish all you've ever hoped for. New inspirations are often born in the midst of despair, and sometimes we must surrender our old ways of thinking before a new way is possible. I gotta tell you, Leo, it was hard to read because I was seeing something in my mind. I was envisioning something in my mind. And for some of you, you guys had this like childhood dream that you kept pursuing for, 10 years, 20 years. Like you kept going after it. And it just wouldn't happen for you. It wouldn't happen for you. It's not that your dream is invalid or your dream won't come true. It's just that it might be time for a new dream. Do you understand? And that's for some of you. For some of you, you need to keep going. But as that guidance said, you just need to restructure your plan. Okay, you might need to change your plan. But for others of you, you need a new plan altogether. You need to scratch that all together and find out, think about it. What will I be my most fulfilled doing? And I don't care what that is. If you're like, I need to be around children and I don't have children, you know what? I love art. I just want to start being painting faces, like whatever I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? I want to make, art calendars for children, like whatever it is that you want to do. If you're like, man, I really love animals and I've been denying that, maybe you should spend some time volunteering at a shelter. I don't know. But for some of you, all I'm saying is you might need a new dream. You feel me? Like you might need to allow something different to come to the surface and be inspired by that. They might even help revamp some plans and revise some plans for some old dreams, It's about goals and accomplishing goals to the best of your ability. Short-term goals, long-term goals. Take the steps. But one thing that book said I feel is very accurate. It's gotta feel good. It's gotta feel right to you. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. All right, Leo. That's your reading. I love y'all, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you for hitting that like button. That's the best thing you can do for free without spending a dime is just tap that like button. You know what I mean? Let me know the reading was resonating with you. Share, tell a friend, drop a comment. I love you guys. And I hope to see you again. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the company. I wish you nothing but the best. Peace, Leo.